Looking for a good laugh, a gasp, or a tear? Look no further than Four for Texas, a 1963 movie packed with humor, surprises, and touching moments. This flick boasts a star-studded cast, including Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin, serving up a wild ride of a story set in the Old West. You won't want to miss it. Now, let's talk roles. Who stole the show for you? Was it the charming gambler played by Dean Martin, or perhaps the cunning outlaw portrayed by Frank Sinatra? With so many colorful characters, everyone's got a favorite. But enough about us. We want to hear from you. Share your most cherished memories or personal experiences related to this movie in the comments below. We're all ears, so buckle up and get ready for a roller coaster of laughs, shocks, and feels. There's plenty more where that came from, so keep watching. Back in 1963, there was this movie that everyone was talking about. It had big stars like Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin, and people really loved it. It wasn't just a regular movie, it was a big deal in popular culture. After it came out, it influenced a lot of other things. People made spin-offs and merchandise based on it. Even the story got adapted into different stuff. It was one of those movies that stuck with people for a long time, shaping what they liked and talked about. And that's how Four for Texas left its mark on popular culture. In considering potential leads for the driver in 1978, Walter Hill looked to Charles Bronson due to their prior collaboration on Hard Times. However, Bronson's dissatisfaction with Hill's editing of Jill Ireland's performance halted their collaboration. Frank Sinatra holds an impressive record of top 10 albums spanning 62 years on the Billboard charts, from The Voice of Frank Sinatra in 1946 to Nothing But the Best in 28. Fritz Feld, known for his acting career, was also a skilled chess player. Notably, he played chess with 1948 U.S. champion Hermann Steiner and international master George Koltanowski at his home during the 1940s, as recounted in the Bobby Fischer I Knew and other stories. In Four for Texas, Charles Bronson had a memorable encounter while filming Vera Cruz in 1954. Alongside Ernest Borgnine, they ventured into a nearby town in costume, only to be mistaken for bandits by Mexican police. Bob Steele, known for his roles in Billy the Kid and Three Musketeers, holds the distinction of being the Solby Western star with 2 concurrent series. Ursula Andress, in addition to her acting career, amassed wealth through shrewd investments in the stock market. Such anecdotes add layers to the behind-the-scenes dynamics of the film. In the early 1960s, some interesting connections emerged in the world of movies. A guy from the Three Stooges passed away just before the guy who later played him was born. Also, a lady known for cooking well started making fancy meals for her husbands and friends as she got older. There were more connections, too. A famous singer, Frank Sinatra, was buddies with another singer, Rosemary Clooney. Their friendship carried on to the next generation. Rosemary's family members starred in remakes of Frank Sinatra's movies. For example, George Clooney acted in Ocean's 11 and its sequels, while Rosemary's son, Miguel Ferrer, was in The Manchurian Candidate and even did a voice for a Robot Chicken parody as a character named Danny Ocean. These people's lives overlapped in interesting ways, leaving behind a bunch of connected stories. This look into Mo Howard, Barbara Payton, and Frank Sinatra's lives shows how their relationships shaped the world they lived in. In casting considerations for the role of Snake Plissken in Escape from New York, director John Carpenter deemed Charles Bronson too old and too tough, leading to the casting of Kurt Russell instead. Dean Martin once expressed willingness to handle the Beatles on behalf of his friend Elvis Presley in a telegram sent in June 1964. Victor Buono received the 1972 Los Angeles Drama Critics Circle Award for Distinguished Performance for his role in Henry Roman IV, Parguy, at the Mark Taper Forum Theater in Los Angeles, California. In the Four for Texas movie from 1963, Frank Sinatra was initially slated to take on the lead role in Dirty Harry. Unfortunately, he sustained a finger injury just before filming commenced, forcing him to withdraw from the project. Charles Bronson, another prominent figure in Four for Texas, foresaw the rise of new media like video and Laserdisc. He negotiated contracts ensuring royalties from sales in these formats. Ursula Andress, also part of the film, found mention in Bette Midler's 1976 album with other celebrities. The album featured a song titled Samedi et Vendredi. Anita Ekberg, a key figure in Four for Texas, returned to Sweden in 1964 for her first Swedish movie, Love 65. However, she canceled her appearance, citing her dissatisfaction with director Bo Widerberg, whom she deemed an amateur. Joe DeRita, another contributor to the film, passed away on July 3, 1993, just 9 days before what would have been his 84th birthday on July 12. Frank Sinatra, who played a notable role, faced a somber moment while filming Robin and the Seven Hoods in 1964. He learned of President John F. Kennedy's assassination in Dallas on the same day. They were shooting a funeral scene. These events shed light on the personal and professional trajectories of individuals associated with the movie, adding layers to the broader narrative. Grady Sutton, a man with a rejected Army application due to a troublesome stomach during World War II, dedicated himself to supporting the war effort by working at Lockheed. Charles Bronson, a contender for Ernest Borgnine's role in The Wild Bunch, showcases his versatility and potential in the movie industry. Frank Sinatra, known for his music and career, exhibited his private side during a 1950s UK visit. Despite rumors about his relationship with Ava Gardner, Sinatra sternly warned BBC interviewer David Jacobs against probing into his personal life, emphasizing his commitment to discussing his music and career. These three individuals, each with unique stories and contributions, play their roles in the larger narrative of Four for Texas, adding depth to the film's ensemble. In 1963, a movie came out featuring well-known actors like Charles Bronson, Ursula Andress, and Barbara Payton. Charles Bronson, famous for being in The Great Escape, almost got a part in another movie called A Bridge Too Far, but Gene Hackman got it instead. Ursula Andress had a colorful love life with many famous people and later attended events with unknown companions in the 2000s. Sadly, Barbara Payton passed away while living with her parents. This film brought together these actors, each with their own stories. Charles Bronson's journey from The Great Escape to other roles, Ursula Andress's romantic adventures, and Barbara Payton's tragic end all play a part in this movie's history. Each actor's story adds layers to the movie story. Their paths crossed in this film, leaving a mark on the audience. Various individuals contributed their unique stories to the creation of a movie. One actress, Eva Six, was noticed for her resemblance to a famous star, Marilyn Monroe. Another actor, Rod Redwing, chose acting over teaching, which was unexpected given his academic background. Mo Howard, on the other hand, started selling frogs to afford his love for theater. These different paths added depth to the movie's cast and storyline, showing the diverse ways people enter the entertainment industry. Dean Martin, known for his smooth voice and comedic talent, once found himself in a spontaneous recording session that led to a bootleg record. He and Jerry Lewis were promoting a brand of tape when they decided to ad-lib, slipping in some profanity along the way. This unscripted moment became a hit among collectors. Charles Bronson, growing up with little money, often wore his older sister's clothes. Mo Howard, after his passing, found his final resting place at Hillside Memorial Park Cemetery in Culver City, California. These anecdotes offer a glimpse into the lives of the stars behind Four for Texas.